Wearing number 1, Reese Stedman. Number 3, Selena Titus. Number 5, Rudy Maynard. Number 14, Jesse Stickler. And number 15, Bryn Butler. Head coach for the Wildcats is Zach Darling, assistant coach Jason Dieterle, and manager Emily Van Timmeren. And now the starting lineups for your Byron Center Bulldogs. She is a junior. She's wearing number 2, Avery Brookhuizen. She is a freshman wearing number 20, Ashton Stubb. She is a junior. She's wearing number 24, Madison Meisner. She is a junior, wearing number 30, Rhea Koiker. And she is the senior. She's wearing number 12, Reese Hurley. Head coach Cam Burns, assistant coaches Ryan Saban, Alyssa Reynolds, and Coda Gerke, with manager Alexis Hegel. Madison Meisner for 2. That last foul on Byron Center's Madison Meisner. That's her first, team first. Byron Center foul on Reese Hurley, her first, team second. Two-point basket by number 5, Rudy Maynard. Two-point basket by number 3, Selena Titus. She's at the line shooting one shot. That last foul was on Madison Meisner. Porting in for Byron center, number 3, Addison Stacy. The last foul is on number 3, Selena Titus, her second, team second. Rhea Quaker for 2. Pointing in for Jenison, Avery Kuipers. Jump ball goes to Byron center. Timeout. Band. Reporting in for Byron center, 12, Sophie Weisner. Also reporting at number 10, Madison Fonsbeck. Porting in for Jenison, number 33, Leah Stopker. Jenison foul on number 1, Reese Stedman. That's her first, team third. At the line for Byron Center, shooting 2 shots, number 20, Ashton Stuck. Porting for the Bulldogs, 21, Lainey Van Tol. Porting in for Jenison, number 30, Kendall DeLon. Porting in for the Bulldogs, number 11, Alicia Morris. Sophie Weisner for 2. Jenison foul on number 15, Bryn Butler, her first, team 4. At the line shooting 1 shot, Sophie Weisner. Porting in for the Wildcats, number 5, Rudy Maynard. Porting in for the Bulldogs, number 2, Avery Brookheisen. Byron center foul on Avery Brookheisen, and that's her first team 5. At the line shooting 2 shots, number 5, Rudy Maynard. Porting in for Wildcats, 14, Jesse Stickler. Madison Fonsbeck for 2. Porting in for Wildcats, 3, Selena Titus. That is the end of the first quarter. Jenison 9, Byron center 8. Sophie Weisner for 2. Pouring in for Byron Center, number 30, Rhea Koiker. Jump ball goes to Byron Center. Two-point basket by 30, Kendall DeLon. Alicia Morris for two. That fouls on the Wildcats, 30. Kendall DeLon, that's her first, team first. Pouring in for the Bulldogs, 20, Ashton Stuck, and 24, Madison Meisner. At the line shooting one shot, Alicia Morris. Byron Center foul, Alicia Morris, her first, team first. Pouring in for the Wildcats, 15, Bryn Butler. Pouring in for the Bulldogs, 34, Reese Hurley. Jenison calls a 30-second timeout. That's the first of the game. Two-point basket by three, Selena Titus. Byron Center calls a 30-second timeout, their first of the game, porting in for the Bulldogs to Avery Brookhuizen. Jenison foul on 33. Leah Stepker, her first, team second at the line, shooting 2 shots. Madison Meisner. Porting in for number 2, Avery Kuipers in for the Wildcats. Madison Meisner for 2. Three-point basket by number 5, Rudy Maynard. Madison Meisner for 3. Porting in for Byron Center, 3, Addison Stacy, and 12, Sophie Weisner. At this time, we'd like all the individuals being honored tonight as part of the boys basketball team, please go to the east hallway. That would be on the Byron Center bench hallway. So all honorees for the boys basketball program, please report in the east hallway. Jenison calls a 30-second timeout. That's their second of the game. Again, all honorees for the boys basketball program, please report in the east hallway. If you're being honored tonight, please report in the east hallway. That's the Byron Center bench side of the floor. Byron Center foul on Reese Hurley, her second, team second. That is the end of the first half. Byron Center 19, Jenison 16. Good evening and welcome to tonight's Coach versus Cancer basketball game. This event is about more than just competition. It's about honoring the strength and resilience of those affected by cancer. Each player and coach is participating in tonight's game in honor of a loved one who has fought and is fighting or has lost their battle with cancer. Tonight, we come together to raise awareness, show support, and celebrate the courage of those who inspire us all. Let us take a moment to recognize the Byron Center players and coaches who are playing in honor of their loved ones and to stand together in the fight against cancer. All right, now we're going to honor the boys' honorees. First, Andrew Blumling, escorted by Carol Bieber. Andrew Blumling is playing in honor of his late grandfather, Greg Bieber, who passed away from neuroendocrine carcinoma. Keen Hinkle, escorted by Keith and Rod Hinkle, is playing in honor of his late uncle, Cale Hinkle, who won his battle fighting prostate cancer, but tragically lost the war to small cell lung cancer. Isaac Lee, escorted by Jace Reed Anderson, is playing in honor of his aunt, Colleen Reed Anderson, who is currently fighting breast cancer. Landon Conrad and Coach TJ Conrad, escorted by Rick Conrad, are honoring their late grandmother and mother, Loic Conrad, who passed away from breast cancer. Cassius Bont, escorted by Lisa Bont, is playing in honor of his aunt, Autumn Bont, who is a survivor of melanoma. Easton Weichers, escorted by mom, Tammy Weichers, who he is playing in honor of as she is currently fighting neuroendocrine cancer. Connor Jinks, escorted by Matt Jinks, is playing in honor of his great-grandfather, Norm Jinks, who passed away from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Camden Carroll, escorted by Alan Gibbs, is playing in honor of his late grandmother, Marilyn Gibbs, who passed away from breast cancer. Loudon Tilma, escorted by Aunt Tammy Tyson, who is playing in honor of, as she is a survivor of, who he is playing in honor of, as she is a survivor of breast cancer. Troy Irvine, escorted by mom, Stephanie Irvine, who he is playing in honor of, and Stephanie is a survivor of melanoma. Ethan Seifert, escorted by Dan Seifert, is playing in honor of his late grandfather, Roy Seifert, who passed away from leukemia. Jaden Bowman, escorted by Maurice Bowman, who is playing in honor of his aunt, Latanya Crumble, who is a survivor of breast cancer. Trent Sanderson, escorted by Barbara Doty, is playing in honor of his late grandfather, Robert Doty, who passed away from anaplastic thyroid cancer. Carson Peering, escorted by Sue Peering, is playing in honor of his late grandfather, Richard Peering, who passed away from colon cancer. Ethan Boren, escorted by Evan Boren, is honoring Paulette Boren, who passed away from breast cancer. Ewan Burmaster, escorted by a family friend, Nora DeMott, who he is honoring tonight. Nora is a survivor of breast cancer. Blake Stelma, escorted by Aaron Stelma, is honoring his late grandfather, Jim Van Overen, who passed away from lung cancer. Coach Rodriguez, escorted by Katie Rodriguez, and is coaching in honor of his aunt-in-law, Sherry Davis, who passed away from metastatic cancer. Coach Van Dyne, escorted by Paul Van Dyne, is coaching in honor of his uncle, Harold Van Dyne, who is currently fighting myeloma. And finally, Coach George is escorted by Ryan Castle, is coaching in honor of his late grandfather, Terry Waldo. Fans, as we recognize our athletes, coaches, and their special honorees tonight, we also ask that you stand and hold up your Today I Honor sheets showing your support for those individuals who mean so much to you. Together, let's stand united in the fight against cancer. Now, as you hold your signs, please join me in a moment of silence for all those affected by cancer, those we have lost, and those still in the fight. Thank you. Let's continue to show our support as we cheer on our teams tonight. Please give one big round of applause for all of our athletes, coaches, and their honorees.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school, and we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So here's our perspective to make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and yell during games, but we all make mistakes.
It makes the game more enjoyable when we hear you cheering positively.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling at an official, remember that you are representing our school.
As much as we want to win, just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with their coaches. They have a tough job.
You can support them by accepting their decisions.
And being thankful for all the time they have devoted to making us better.
Showing empathy and support to everyone involved is important.
Remember, you are the ones that set the example.
Thanks for coming to our games, taking us to practice, and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We
couldn't do it without you.
Avery Brookheisen for two. Byron Center calls a 30-second timeout. That's their second of the game. Reese Hurley for 2. Byron Center foul on Avery Brookhuizen. That's her second, team first for the quarter. Byron Center foul on Ashton Stuck. Her first, team second. Praying for the Wildcats, number 2, Avery Kuipers. Byron Center foul on Madison Meisner. Her third, team third. Putting in for Madison is number 3, Addison Stacy. Two-point basket by 14, Jesse Stickler. Foul on the play. Byron Center, number 2, Avery Brookhuizen. Her third, team 4. At the line shooting 1 shot, Jesse Stickler. Jenison fouls on Rudy Maynard. That's her first, team first, reporting in for the Bulldogs. 10, Madison Fonsbeck. 12, Sophie Weisner. Byron Center foul on Addison Stacy. Her first, team 5. At the line for the Wildcats, number 3, Selena Titus. Porting in for the Wildcats, 15, Bryn Butler. Three-point basket by 3, Selena Titus. Porting in for the Jenison, number 1, Reese Stedman. In for Byron center, 21, Lainey Van Tol. Jenison foul on Avery Kuipers. That's her first, team second. Byron center foul on Addison Stacy. Her second. Mr. Jacoby, please report to the scorer's table. Porting in for Byron center, number 24, Madison Meisner. Two-point basket by number 3, Selena Titus. Byron center calls a full timeout. That is their third of the game. Jump ball goes to Byron center. Three-point basket by 15, Bryn Butler. Putting in for Jenison, number 33, Leah Stopker, Byron center, 30, Rhea Koiker, 11, Alicia Morris. Jenison foul on 33, Leah Stopker. That's her second, team third. Jenison foul on 33, Leah Stopker. That's her third, team 4. Porting in for Jenison, number 5, Rudy Maynard, and number 30, Kendall DeLon. That is the end of the third quarter. Jenison 29, Byron Center 23. Three-point basket by number 3, Selena Titus. Madison Meisner for 3. Jenison foul on number 5, Rudy Maynard. That's her second, team first. At the line for Byron Center, shooting 2 shots, Madison Fonsbeck. Reporting in for Jenison, number 1, Reese Stedman, 14, Jesse Stickler. In for Byron Center, 12, Sophie Weisner, and 20, Ashton Stuck. Substitution for Byron Center, 34, Reese Hurley. Byron Center foul on Reese Hurley. That's her third, team first. Byron Center foul on Reese Hurley. That is her fourth personal, team second. Jenison calls a full timeout, their third of the game. Reporting in for Byron Center, 21, Lainey Van Tolt. 2-point basket by 14, Jesse Stickler. Jenison foul on 14, Jess Stickler, her first, team second. That foul's on Wildcats number 3, Selena Titus, her third, team third. At the line for the Bulldogs, shooting 2 shots, Madison Meisner. Porting in for Jenison, 33, Leah Stopker. And for the Bulldogs, number 2, Avery Brookhuizen. Byron center foul on Avery Brookhuizen, her fourth, team third. Madison Meisner for 2. Bring for the Bulldogs, 34, Reese Hurley. Porting back in for Jenison, 3, Selena Titus. Jenison foul on 14, Jesse Stickler, her second, team 4. At the line for the Bulldogs, shooting 2 shots, Madison Meisner. Three-point basket by number 5, Rudy Maynard. Jenison calls a full timeout. That's their 4th timeout. Madison Meisner for 2. Byron Center foul on Ashton Stuck, her 3rd, team 4. Putting for the Bulldogs, number 12, Sophie Weisner. Byron Center foul on Madison Meisner, her 4th, team 5. At this time, all honorees tonight for the girls basketball program, please come to the east hallway. Byron Center calls a full timeout, their 4th timeout. Again, if you are part of the girls basketball program being honored tonight, please make your way towards the east hallway. I know the game is close, so feel free to stand over in front of the pep band. Jump ball goes to Byron center. Byron center foul on Rhea Koiker. That's her first. At the line, shooting 2 shots for the Wildcats is 15, Bryn Butler. Jenison foul on 14. Jessie Stickler, her third, team 5. At the line for the Bulldogs, shooting 2 shots, Rhea Koiker. Jump ball goes to Jenison. Byron center foul on Rhea Koiker, her second. At the line for Jenison, shooting 2 shots, number 1, Reese Stedman. Madison Meisner for 3. Byron center foul on Avery Brookhuizen. That is her 5th personal. At the line for Jenison, shooting 2 shots, is Bryn Butler. In for the Bulldogs, 11, Alicia Morris. Byron Center calls their 5th and final timeout. Reminder, if you are here as part of the girls basketball program honoree between games, we ask that you come to the East Hallway as we're going to honor you right after this game. So if you're here for the girls, please come to the East Hallway. Jenison fouls on 5. Rudy Maynard, that's her 3rd personal. At the line for Byron Center, shooting 2 shots, Alicia Morris. Putting in for Jenison, Leah Stoker. In for the Bulldogs, 10, Madison Fonsbeck, 34, Reese Hurley. Jenison calls a full timeout. That's their 5th and final timeout. Reporting in for Jenison, 14, Jesse Stickler. In for the Bulldogs, Sophie Weisner, and 20, Rhea Quaker. Byron Center foul on Madison Meisner. That is her 5th personal. Porting in for Madison, number 3, Addison Stacy. At the line for Jenison, shooting 2 shots, Reese Stedman. Basketball game, Jenison 40, Byron Center 38. Good evening and welcome to tonight's Coach versus Cancer basketball game. This event is about more than just competition. It's about honoring the strength and resilience of those affected by cancer. Each player and coach is participating in tonight's game in honor of a loved one who has fought and is fighting or has lost their battle with cancer. Tonight, we come together to raise awareness, show support, and celebrate the courage of those who inspire us all. Let us take a moment to recognize the Byron Center players and coaches who are playing in honor of their loved ones and to stand together in the fight against cancer. At this time, we're going to do the girl honorees. Avery Brookhuizen, escorted by Cassidy Brookhuizen, is playing in honor of her aunt, Stephanie Brookhuizen, who is currently in remission after battling breast cancer. Addison Stacy, escorted by Pava Lair, is playing in honor of her great-grandma, Arlene Wakefield, who passed away from bladder cancer. Maddie Fonsbeck, escorted by Rita Garvelink, is playing in honor of her great-aunt, Carolyn Baggin, who passed away from breast cancer. Alicia Morris, escorted by Santa Ungri, is playing in honor of her late grandfather, Thomas Ungri, who fought lung, liver, and brain cancer. Sophie Weisner, escorted by John Weisner, is playing in honor of her late grandfather, Jack Weisner, who passed away from prostate cancer. Ashton Stuck, escorted by Mary Linger, is playing in honor of her late grandfather, Larry Linger, who passed away from myxofibrosarcoma. Laney Van Tol, escorted by Rich Van Tol, is playing in honor of her grandmother, Patricia Liniga, who is a survivor of breast cancer. Kenzie Schichtel, escorted by Sandy Hoogterp, is playing in honor of her great-grandma, Joyce Martise, who is currently fighting lung cancer. Madison Meisner, escorted by cousin Jackson Tate, who she is playing in honor of. Jackson is a survivor of testicular, liver, and lung cancer. Rhea Koiker, escorted by family friend Chuck Fidoa, who is playing in honor of, and Chuck is a survivor of chondrosarcoma. Reese Hurley, escorted by Justin Hurley, is playing in honor of her late grandfather, Michael Hurley, who passed away from prostate cancer. Lexi Hegel, escorted by her grandfather, Gary Wells, who she is playing in honor of. Gary is currently fighting prostate cancer. Coach Cam Burns, escorted by Gabriel Burns, is coaching in honor of his grandfather, Alfred Burns, who passed away from leukemia. Coach Saban is coaching in honor of his friend, John Cunningham, who is currently fighting prostate cancer. Coach Gerke is coaching in honor of her late friend, Bethany Grace Burns, who passed away from brain cancer. Coach Ralph is coaching in honor of his late aunt, Glennis Fletcher, who passed away from breast cancer. Coach Wren, escorted by Kenton Reynolds, is coaching in honor of her late father, Ken Reynolds, who passed away from lymphoma. Finally, Coach Mo, escorted by Gloria McMullen, is coaching in honor of her late grandmother, Lethola Norwood, who passed away from breast cancer. Fans, as we recognize our athletes, coaches, and their special honorees tonight, we also ask that you stand and hold up your Today I Honor sheets, showing your support for those individuals who mean so much to you. Together, let's stand united in the fight against cancer. Now, as you hold your signs, please join me in a moment of silence for all those affected by cancer, those we have lost, and those still in the fight. Thank you. Let's continue to show our support as we give one more round of applause to our teams tonight. Please give a round of applause to our athletes, coaches, and all of our honorees.